Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 best power forwards in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. But before we hop into the video and rank these power forwards, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 7,000 subscriber mark on the channel, uploading multiple videos every single day, and I would really appreciate your support if you haven't already, if you do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right in. Let's start off with number 10, which is where I am putting Kevin Love. I think K-Love is probably one of the best poppers in the game, but the problem with him at the power forward position that holds him back from being taller is this right here. 45 speed and excel. It's just, I mean, it's unacceptable, to be completely honest. Defensively as well, he's very, very limited, especially on the perimeter, but not even particularly good on the interior. He is a great rebounder, which is nice, has really, really solid shooting badges. A really, really good release, is a knockdown shooter, and super good on the interior with good size at 6'10". Really smooth release. Like I said, I'm a big fan of K-Love's release. Dribble sigs, though, are not good whatsoever, and he is very slow and a very poor defender, and that is enough to hold him back from being any higher than number 10 on this top 10 list. Now, at number 9, we got Kevin Durant, and I gotta say, having KD at 9 is a good indicator of how strong the power forward position is. 6'10" with a 7'4" wingspan. He's got really solid size. Hot spots from 3 out of 5 spots outside the 3-point line. 3 3 gold badges include blinders, deadeye, and guard up. Also a bunch of good silver shooting badges. Few good silver playmaking and bronze playmaking badges as well. Can get a couple defensive badges, but I don't recommend badging out cards like this. He's not super fast, but he's a decent enough perimeter defender. Not great on the interior, but solid dunker and a really solid shooter with a good release. KD release is always good in my team, and his sigs aren't terrible either. The Pippen behind the back is not Pro 3 like it's been in previous years. It's not nearly as good, but his sigs are still decent, and overall he's just a super solid pick and pop guy. Can play a little bit of defense, has decent athleticism. Overall, just a solid all-around card. Coming in at number 8, we got Scottie Barnes. Scottie, another guy I'm a big fan of. Having him at number 8 again is just a great indicator of how strong this position is, because he's really good. 85 speed and excel, 77 shot 3, super solid all-around defender, dunks the ball at a pretty high level. He's a great glue guy, really, really good all-around defender, like I said, with that clamps badge. No brick wall or interceptor, but that is all right. Silver quick first step, a few solid shooting badges as well, and then a solid enough finisher with a pretty decent release. Scottie Barnes' release isn't amazing, but it's not bad. It's decently quick, and it's solid enough to green. MJ dribble style is really good. Steph Curry behind the back is also probably the best behind the back in the game, so he's got a couple super solid sigs as well, which is really, really nice. And overall, I think Scottie Barnes, really good card. The reason that he is this low is because he's only 6'8" and he doesn't have a massive player build. That's really the only reason. He just doesn't have elite size at the power forward position compared to a lot of the guys that people run at power forward. So for me, he just doesn't go any higher than 8, despite the fact that he is really, really good. At number 7, we got X-Man, Xavier McDaniel. Big fan of Xavier, especially at the power forward position, where his size is a bit more valuable. 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan and a big player build. Only one Hall of Fame badge is that pogo stick badge. Pretty good defensive badges and really good defensive stats as well, though he's not got good speed. Everything except for the 3-point rating on this card is really, really good, but the 3-pointer is knockdown. I feel like I can shoot really, really well with him, even despite having a 64 3-pointer and no shooting badges. Smooth release, easy to time, pretty easy to green. Overall, just a very, very solid card. His ability to stretch the floor, even with that 64 3-pointer, is crucial, and the fact that you can't really leave him open because his release is so knockdown and easy to green is a big deal. Dribbling wise, not amazing sigs, but overall, X-Man is a really, really good card, an elite defender, and a really good guy at that power forward position. At number 6, we got Giannis Antetokounmpo, who similarly to X-Man, not an amazing shooter, but really, really good basically everywhere else. Coming with an 85 speed, which is amazing for a guy of his size at 6'11" with a 7'4" wingspan. The hot spots are annoying, I will say that, or I should say the cold spots, but he's got a bunch of good defensive badges on silver and bronze. A few good playmaking badges, even bronze quick first step, and he's a really good finisher as well with a great driving dunk. And again, can knock down the catch and shoot jump shot, whether that's from 3 or from that mid-range. Definitely think he's better as a mid-range shooter than a 3-point shooter, especially from these cold zones, which do hurt his ability to green consistently. But I do think Giannis is a very, very solid card. You can stretch the floor with him. Release isn't bad. MJ dribble style with Steph behind the back, just like Scottie Barnes, has super solid enough sigs. Doesn't have elite like shooting ability, but everything else in the card is elite, and that's enough to put him at number 6. At number 5, we kind of start to take that next step forward, and that is going to be Lamar Odom, a card that I am a massive fan of. Lamar actually starts for me at the power forward position because I got a few of these other guys that are in the top 5 at other positions on the squad. But 94 offense, 89 defense, he's got good speed and excel. He's a solid shooter, solid dunker, and a solid all-around defender with solid all-around badges as well. Really, really good slasher, solid shooter. He's got a smooth enough release and a good enough 3-pointer to be pretty knockdown. Playmaking badges are also pretty decent, and the defensive badges side, the same thing. Very, very solid. He may not be the best card in the world, but he's super, super solid all the way around. Release, I'm a fan of it. Cedi Osman release, Donovan Mitchell upper on normal. They changed his release from a release that was really, really poor at the beginning when this card first dropped to now a release that I feel like I can green pretty consistently with. It's a little ugly, but it's quick enough and it's easy to green. I definitely think it's a solid enough release. And I like this Lamar Odom card a ton. Top 5 is super strong, and Lamar does stuff at number 5. At number 4, we got another guy who I do have in my lineup, and that is Paolo Banchero. I'm running Paolo at my backup center position currently, but I think he's amazing at either the power forward or the center position, coming in with 87 offense, 82 defense. I think it's actually a little higher than that with his Evo, but 80 speed and excel, 90 driving dunk, solid enough shooter, and not the best defensive stats, but he plays pretty good defense. Hoff pogo stick, gold brick wall, chase down, rebound chaser, and silver box out beast are nice. Not amazing playmaking or shooting badges, but he's got a couple decent ones there, and he's a really, really good finisher. Finishes amazingly at the rim, and he plays better than his stats and badges say. He's got super good animations with MJ dribble style, Kobe escape, and Steph behind the back. In addition to the Paolo release, which I am a big fan of, it's smooth, fast, and easy to green. And he is just an amazing card. Really outplays the stats and badges on the card. Absolute beast in my team. Kind of a must-have on your squad, whether you're running him at power forward or center. And he comes in at number 4. At number 3, we got Andrei Kirilenko, another guy who I would say is slightly better at an alternative position, which would be that small forward position, because of his ability to be just an exceptional lock, probably the best lock in the game. But he's really good at power forward too. Coming in at 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, he's got good size, hot spots from both corners, 3 hoffs, our challenger clamps and menace, a bunch of good gold defensive badges. Even the playmaking badges are really solid on gold. He can get quick first step. He has catch and shoot and corner specialist on gold and claymore on silver, and he's an acceptable finisher. The 65 driving dunk, 55 standing dunk is a little annoying, but he dunks the ball his fair share, which is nice. Good speed, good shooter, and an exceptional defender. Defense is where this card really, really shines. He's the best perimeter defender in the game right now, in my opinion, and really good on the interior as well. He's got Haywood Highsmith base with Miles Bridges upper, which looks weird because Haywood Highsmith is barely even in the NBA, but it's base 29. It's the same base that Drew Holiday, Glenn Robinson, Danny Granger, guys like that had last year, and it's really good. I think it's smooth and easy to green. Some people don't love the release, but for me personally, I feel very knocked down with it, very confident, and I think he's an amazing shooter as well. And overall, he's just an incredible 3-and-D guy that comes in at number 3 at the power forward position. At number 2, we got Blake Griffin, another guy who is elite at multiple positions. Blake is just a beast, whether you're running him at that power forward or center position. I personally am starting him at center, but at power forward, he's also incredible. 6'10" with a 6'11" wingspan, only 1 3-point hotspot, 5 hoffs or aerial wizard, bully, limitless takeoff, posterizer, and pogo stick. And he's got good finishing badges all the way around. An exceptional finisher, obviously, with the statistics. But then, badge-wise in the shooting, playmaking, and defense, he's also really not bad. Doesn't get clamps or challenger, but he does get pick dodger. His defensive badges are already pretty solid. Again, doesn't get a few defense playmaking badges, but they're not really crucial. You can add quick first step, upgrade that to gold if you'd like. You can get blinders. Doesn't get limitless range. Limitless range, clamps, and challenger are probably the 3 badges that I'd like to see him get. And then his defensive stats are not incredible, but he's got pretty good speed. He's a knockdown shooter, an incredible driver, has really good size at 6'10" with a nice player build, a big wide player build, which helps him out as well, and a really good release. Blake release is absolutely money. Kobe escape is also very, very good overall. Massive fan of Blake Griffin in my team. I think he's maybe the best center in the game, and he's right there at the top at that power forward position as well. But at number 1, we got James Worthy, who I do think is the best power forward in the game by a decent little margin right now. If you got this card from your trophy case, you definitely took a W, because he is 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, so he's got good size. 10 Hall of Fame badges include mainly finishing badges, Claymore, and Pogo Stick. Claymore is also a great badge. You can add a limitless range to him. You can add some playmaking badges if you want, and then you can add Clamps, Interceptor, and Brick Wall to him as well. Really, really good defender all the way around. He's got incredible speed. 83 shot 3 is really good, and he's an incredible slasher as well. And not just that, stats and badges are amazing, but additionally, he's got an amazing release. John Wall base with Al Horford upper is really good. It's fast, it's smooth, it's super easy to green. It's the best release James Worthy has had since base 11 in 2K19, and he is an absolute monster on the offensive end of the court with that release, in addition to his slashing ability and his overall defense. Kobe escape is really his only good sig, but he is an amazing, amazing card on both ends of the court. Statistically and badge-wise, the best power forward in the game, and the animations don't disappoint either. James Worthy comes in at number 1 on my power forward list. So let me know what you think of my list down in the comment section down below. If there's anybody you think I missed or left too low or too high on this list, let me know about all that in the comments, and I will be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.